time to explore the cryptographic solutions on the cards. Toufi Saliba, Toda.Network.
All right, how many of you are familiar with the deepfake? Please raise your hand. All right, about 13.7%. The remaining, deepfake is the ability to use an AI software and have a video camera to film you while the output can look like Donald Trump saying certain things. So you can say whatever you want, and on the output it would be Donald Trump saying it. So you can say, we're launching a nuclear weapon on North Korea, and that's what Donald Trump ends up saying. Effectively, it can create a lot of chaos across the globe, because if folks, they have the ability to send those messages across, even if you have a probabilistic method to shut this down, so let's say 99% accurate, that 1% can become a little bit scared or whatnot, so it can create a lot of issues. So perhaps we can use cryptography to stop that in a deterministic way, and we've seen that done in a hackathon. So what I'm going to talk about is not a company, it's actually a project that two gentlemen came to a hackathon that they were building on top of Toda.Network in Silicon Valley, and at the time they wanted to solve this problem. So previously, when using AI to combating AI, it was very probabilistic, and this method was deterministic. So I'm going to show you how it actually works, but before getting into that, this talk is not only about deepfake, it's a lot deeper, and I'm going to tell you why. So is it Star Wars, or the future is going to be about the crypto or AI wars? Why do I say that? Many of you soon will realize that you will not be able to prove that you were in a certain place. AI could replicate you, that you are who you say you are, whatnot. AI will be able to replicate you, and the only thing that can rescue you at the time is going to be cryptography. You'll remember those words. So, quick intro, who am I? My name is Toufi Saliba, so I'm involved with all of these organizations and perhaps 7 or 8 different more. It starts, if you know, with the Toda.Network, and I'm an author of a protocol, but I also did my term with the ACM, created the AI Decentralized, and soon I'll be making an announcement on IEEE. Another announcement will be coming out in June, which you're the first to hear about it. It's something called the DAIA Foundation, which is Decentralized AI Alliance. We currently have about 49 companies. If any one of you is doing anything in AI that want to decentralize it, please join us all for free. There's nothing profit in that. It's all about promoting decentralized governance in AI. So, how would combating deepfake worked literally in about 48 hours development, as opposed to $500 million in development that did not work. So each and every minute of video, as somebody is making a video, so let's say that's Donald Trump making a video, it gets hashed, and there's something called temporal coupling, where someone else is doing the video, and then they both get hashed, and they get injected in something called the Merkle tree. That's called Merkle tree, not the miracle trees. And then effectively, that is a blockchain, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a ledger-based blockchain. They built that on Toda.Network over a weekend, and then they have a deterministic solution. So that's that, and effectively, which gets me to tell you what's crypto economics, and it's the ability to have cryptography to verify certain things in economics actually driving certain behavior. And it's very effective with many people that are working on blockchains and whatnot. Now, fact number one, current blockchain global penetration is less than 0.2%. Doesn't matter what you're counting, the people, the money, the applications, the usability, less than 0.2%. Will we get to the remaining 99.8%? That is the question. When we look at AI, current AI global penetration is greater than 90%. What's 99.99999%? It's cryptography. The likelihood for blockchain to get to that over the next 1 or 2 years is extremely high, so get ready. Why am I so convinced of that? Currently, most of blockchains, they rely on something called mining, which was supposed to be intended to each and every one of you to participate in the mining, and that was taken away from you. But it's coming back. There's a period of time where many current miners, they thought I'm the devil trying to tell them that, hey, there's an extension of threat, we're going to take it away from you, giving it back to the people. But luckily, a couple weeks ago in New York, I was talking to 9 of miners, and I made 9 new friends that used to be 9 enemies. They realized that there's something that they can make a lot more money by giving it to the remaining 99.8%, and it's dividing between the service layer and the dependency layer, which is a provable model that we're able to give it to them. So there's something that everybody sees on the screen here. There's a tiny little dot above that data center. That dot, it says 0.2%. That represents everything that is actually blockchain globally. You can't see it, and the world will not be able to see you if we're going to remain in that, trying to take away from people, want to give it back to the people. There's something in nature. How many of you are familiar with alveolus capillary protocol? Please raise a hand. Great, no doctors in the room. I get to BS my way through this. Alveolus capillary protocol is a protocol that is responsible, as you hear my words right now, to effectively conduct trillions of exchanges per second inside your lungs as you hear those words. And the way it happens in a fully decentralized setting. We can learn a lot from nature. It doesn't matter what you do, you cannot stop that from doing what it's supposed to do. So think of the government is, let's say, the brain, and the people are doing exchanges. When it comes to value, we need to bring value, same as oxygen, to people. And cryptography is there to ensure that that's going to happen. So you don't get exploitations like what was happening in Venezuela or other places in the world, where certain elements that they were built to give service to the people, like money, they're being used as methods to control the people. And AI is one of those examples that they're going that way. But we need to change that, and we are able to change that because we're having phenomenal luck, having fantastic people working in governments and whatnot to make this happen. We want to get to the complete decentralization, no servers, no cloud, no database, no miners, all machines, same class. If you walk, if you talk, you will have a vote, whether you like it or not, and that vote is in security, not in other things. Security is extremely important, and that's where we get security from. I'm not going to geek it out, but I can tell you what's the most efficient and successful way of killing cancer. You just kill the host. Let's not kill the host. Please stay in touch. If you have LinkedIn, you can scan that thing. Any questions, anytime, let me know. Thank you very much.